Good morning. Do you remember when you first learned how to ride a bike? You probably started on a tricycle. I remember how excited I was in learning to go faster than my legs could carry me, right? The tricycle allowed us to gain that sense of mobility without too much danger. And then slowly we would graduate to a two-wheeler with training wheels. And the training wheels gave us balance and security, as well as to our parents, but also an ability to navigate an interior strength. With it came an independence, though on a very subtle, small level. And then that one magical day when the training wheels came off and your mom and dad gave you that push, and there you were, soaring along on this bike, struggling to keep it straight up, and so excited that the faster you went, the easier it was to keep your balance. Or maybe you remember when you first learned how to swim. I remember when my mom took us for swimming lessons, because that was something that was very important when you grew up near the water like we did, where you started with a kickboard. Or maybe you started on the side of the pool. You laid on the concrete and you learned your strokes. And you had your floaties on to help you keep you above water. And then that day when my mom entrusted me, her daughters, to the water for the first time without the floaties, without the kickboard, and gave us the ability to swim, to float, to walk in water, now to where it's second nature, right? You don't even think about what you do when you get into the water. When we're young, we're fearless. All we want to do is try it. Just throw me in the water. Just put me on the bike. Let me go. And then as we age, sometimes some of that wonderful confidence, that enthusiasm disappears. And trying new things can be a little frightening. The thing I think that's so important, if you think about all the milestones you've had in your life, probably took place because somebody gave you the courage to act on your own. Someone let go of control, let go of making sure that what they thought and what they saw, keeping you safe or keeping you grounded to where you were in the world, that they trusted you, surrendered the helm, so to speak. This letting go. I was talking to a friend the other day, and her family is going through a lot with COVID, and her heart is just in knots, and there's so little she can do. So I think in situations like that, we worry, right? And our worry then becomes that sense of care. I worry for you, so I keep you close, and I work that over and over in my head. So there you are, right in my heart the whole time. And she said, it's so hard to let go. I think so many of us feel that, and you certainly know what she's talking about. I think letting go is most difficult when we don't know where what we've carried all this time goes, right? You don't want to just let it go and leave it on the side of the road. The things that we've turned over in our heads, the people we've carried, the worries, the concerns, even the image of God, we have carried because they're important to us. And then when somebody says, just let it go, we don't know what to do with it. So here's the thought. I have another friend who says whenever she wants to let go of something, she pictures a basket at the foot of the cross, at the foot of Jesus' feet. And what she worries about, she places in the basket. Sometimes it helps her to go to sleep. Sometimes it just helps her to process. And the permission that she gives herself to lay her concern in the basket, knowing that God will give at least the same care, most likely better care, allows her to let go, to surrender that, allows her to release her grip on the person or the concern or the image that she's carrying. So maybe that's worth a try. We can let go if we know we can trust the one into whose hands we let go of what we're concerned with. You can trust God. God's been there all along. In fact, loving the person that you care for even more. So lay your worries in the basket. Surrender the control of which you really have nothing. And perhaps the best thing about this is that you're loving yourself in the process. It's not that what we carry is wrong. We want to let go of these things because they're not good. It's because of what it's doing to us, to our harmony, to our peace of mind and heart, and preventing us from engaging even more fully in the blessed life that God's given us. Try the basket.